Hey, my true seekers, how are you guys doing? Hope you all are doing great. Guys, I'm just checking the sound, making sure that everything is okay. Look like everything is sounds great. Welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D. I see Diane Osley. And if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, girl, charge it to my heart. I see where she said, "Hi, I am loving this channel." Amen. Not too many people can say that because not too many people are ready for the truth. So many people, they want their ears to be tickled because they're not used to truth tellers. Okay. But in here, we are grown folks. We eat meat. Ain't nobody going to pacify nobody in here. So, guys, welcome. I've been out for 2 days enjoying this beautiful weather, even though it is very cold out there, but it's all good. It's all good. But yes, Diane Oslin, she said, "Hey, Lady D." So, guys, again, welcome. Make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. So, guys, as you can see right here, I'm gonna go get right into my commentary. I saw a lot of stuff that is going on, which I've been wanting to go ahead and talk about, some of the stuff that is going on with Beyonce. I'm not really a Beyonce fan, but my daughter, she is. You cannot say nothing about B, honey. No, indeed. But I see right here where Beyonce, she is dropping. Yes, she's their mouth is just falling to the floor because they're not used to this type of talking. But this is like I said, honey, not only Black history because they only give us a few little days, but we are reclaiming back what's ours. And like I said, nobody can get mad but the devil. Nobody can get mad but the devil because it's time for us to start educating our people. I see my girls in the house. Starbucks lover. How are you doing, Star? Is it still snoring up there? Because it was snowing down there, which well up there where she at. Not out here. It's cold, but the sun is out. It's very, very beautiful. Yes, indeed. But Diane say hi. I am loving this channel. That right there, when I saw this, it made my day because you're not gonna find too many people that wants to hear the truth. Everybody they rather hear a lie because a lie going to run faster than anything. So I see where I'm. Let me know if is everything is good because I see right here where I don't froze. It looked like on here. So let me make sure everything is together because on here it looked like I froze. Give me a thumbs up, Starbucks, if I haven't froze. So also we're gonna go ahead and talk about. We're gonna talk a little bit about Nene. We was all looking for Nene to go back to Bravo, and I'm gonna let you know how I feel about that. And also, I saw where Martell, yes, Martell Holt on Love and Marriage in Huntsville, he, is invited to a women's empowered uh event. So we're going to talk about all that right there. So I'm going to see if I can go ahead and cram all that into 1 hour. And after that, I'm going to maybe I might come on around about 6 o'clock, so I can go ahead and open a panel and we all can go ahead and, chop it up like we always do. But in here, I'm going to try to stay in the hour. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and close it down until later on because I had a long day. But I see, yes, Starbucks says everything sounds great. Okay, thank you very much. So, guys, before I continue with my commentary, I want to go ahead and do my disclaimer. Let me make sure that I read the disclaimer because we got to make sure that we do all that because we got people going around striking channels, which they already had hit mine, many times. I know exactly how it works, especially when people they don't want to hear the truth, and they want to go around and striking channels. But yeah, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about that as well. But the disclaimer right here is the copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism. And criticism is not mean bullying, okay, guys? So when you see something that says criticism, you have to make sure you keep it within the YouTube guidelines. Okay. Comment. So you can comment whatever you feel like. Like I sit there and say, I open up my panel for, any and everyone, that wants to come on, long as you're respectful and keep it, towards them people. Don't come for me, because if you come for me, trust me, you will be blocked. Okay. Cause I ain't the one. I ain't got time for that. Okay. So, also with news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research, fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed. So, right there, I'm just letting you know my disclaimer. So, guys, don't go around trying to report anybody's channel just because, it's not lining up with you. We all have a right to agree to disagree. I saw where they trying to tag my girl misbehavior. Yes, trying to tag misbehavior. Want to use her content and talking about they going and report a channel and got this, that is wrong, guys. That is absolutely wrong. You don't report nobody's channel, but I think, that now YouTube is aware of a lot of stuff that is going on. So if you try to go, especially if you're a fan and you wants to come on someone's channel and you say, well, look, I'm going to report that channel, on your behalf, then that channel will be jeopardized as well. Okay, so be careful what you put out, because if you putting out that you going around striking channels, just because someone is not talking the way that you want to talk, then it is not going to work like that. And the thing about it is, when it's our people do the most. Okay. So, guys, with all that said, let me go ahead and get into my commentary, but make sure you guys go and support Misbehavior, her channel. Guys, like I said, we try to be truth tellers, and stand on our truth. So, as you can see right here, getting to the topic, guys, I got three that I want to go ahead and talk about. First of all, we want to go ahead and talk about Beyoncé. Yes, Beyoncé is what she's doing right now. She is reclaiming what's ours. And everybody, they shocked. No, they really not shocked. It's just that they don't want you to know the truth. They know the truth, but they know you don't know the truth, because you see, when it comes to our people, we don't like to research. If they said, then it settles. We're going to take their word. We're not going to go and try to find it out for ourselves, but they know. They know that it was not ours. I mean, it was not theirs. Let me make sure I get it right. They know that it wasn't theirs. you know just about everything, and and it's not that, I'm trying to be racist or whatever, but most of the stuff that you see people are doing now, they got it from Black culture. So let me go ahead and play this right quick, and once I played this little small clip, and like I said, my disclaimer is already out. Everything is for entertainment purpose only, and for research, for criticism. So, and this right here is for entertainment purpose only. So let me play this right quick, and then I'm gonna continue with the rest of my commentary.
For hundreds of years, we've been the most hated. But within that hatred comes the hypocrisy of loving our culture. You've made trillions off of our motherfucking culture. You know that. You've made money off our culture. Let's be real.
100%.
You've made money off our culture. White musicians, all of them have made money off of Black culture. All of rock, all of jazz motherfuckers, all the shit we created from the oppression and the abuse and the rape and the putting down of us. We create blues, jazz, rock and roll, reggae, ska. We invent all of that shit. And to top it off, we invent all the shit that you all use. From the video game cartridge, Henry Lawson, huh? We got the pacemaker, Otis Boynton. We have the late Dr. Bath, who created the laser eye surgery. We have Dr. Gladys, who's still alive, who's almost 80 years old, who created GPS.
Well, you heard that. I mean, our people, we have created so much stuff. But the thing about it is that we come up with those ideals, but we don't own the patent. And by them owning the patent, we thinking that they are the ones that invented all the stuff, just like with all the restaurants, the fried chicken and so many different things, Black people had invented. But the thing about it is that we didn't own the patent. But I truly believe right here, this generation is waking up. And they going to take everything back that is rightfully belongs to us, because we think that these people is not worrying about us. These people got their eyes on us 24/7. And that's why they can put all this different stuff in our way, keeping us distracted, entertaining, and all this foolish stuff, because they know if they can keep us distracted, then they can continue working overtime on us. I see where Starbucks says that I love her new country song. Yes, I love her new country song, but what really had gotten me is when this country singer, John Snyder, Schneider, I'm not gonna go ahead and pull out the link. I'm gonna go ahead and read it, but I had got this right here from Radar, where it says that John Snyder compared Beyonce new country music to a dog urinating. Lefties are trying to take over everything. No, it's not that lefties is not trying to take over everything. It's just that we are sitting there claiming back what's rightfully ours. Now, I don't think back then that, we went ahead and called it country music, because we were not going around naming and claiming everything. Okay. They are the ones that was naming and claiming everything. And for him to come out and say, her country music sound like dog urinating. Well, how would you know something like that? But they going to make things like that. They gonna come out and make comments like this, because all it is they trying to distract you. Come on, guys, wake up. So when they sitting there, they criticizing just because you are waking up. The only reason why they doing that is like, if I can sit there and try to criticize it, we can go ahead and turn the narrative. That's how they work on our people. Some of the people that comes on and comment, half of them, is not even our people. We thinking that it's our people, the one doing the most tearing down. No, all they doing is putting the bone right there, and our silly sheeps are the ones that's running with it, because they are mad. They are mad because, like I said, everything that was taken from us, the Most High God, he's going to bring it back. He's going to restore it back, and they going to pay back 7 times as much as they have taken from our people. It's a long list of stuff that has been taken from our people, and we still at the bottom. If we invented all this stuff, the cell phones, all this stuff that we have invented, look what they're doing in certain parts of Africa, getting all the lithiums, putting it in the phones and taking out melanin and zapping it out and putting it in computer chips and putting it in their skin. And we said, okay, it's just research. No, it's not research. Like I said, without them, they know without us, they would not exist. And that's real talk. And nobody being racist, okay? I see where a John S. of Dukes of Hazzard should shut his mouth. Don't say nothing about Beyonce. Oh, so that's who that is. I was wondering who that old fart was. So that's who it is. Just jealous. That's all it is. But they going to say that. You know good and well. These people going to say stuff like this because all they trying to do is discourage us. And the first thing that we're going to say, because we don't like the research, oh yeah, he might be right, because their word is Bible, right? So we're going to say, oh yeah, they might be right. But that's just to discourage you. How the heck you going to say that Beyonce singing country music, it sounds like garbage, when music is in her, it's in her DNA. It's in her DNA. Okay? And that's why I say, guys, we have to learn to start researching, because when it comes to all this stuff right here, you're going to find out that most of all this stuff is because we invented. They didn't come with no banjo. Our Africans ancestors came with banjo, playing banjo music. But I guess, most likely they couldn't hit those high, notes or something like that. They was able to, stay at that level. So they say, well, if we can go ahead and master that, we're going to go ahead and take it. Okay. So let's go ahead and read a little bit of this article right here. This is by Radar. Hold on one second. This is by Radar, where they was talking about John Snyder. He compared Beyonce new country music to a dog urinating. Yeah, right. But right here it says the music icon Beyonce had ventured into the realm of country music, releasing two country songs, and announcing a full country album. However, this unexpected shift in genre, however they say GNRE, has not been well received by everyone, with some critics and industry figure, especially their discontent. But you know they're gonna say some people, but it's not some people. We already know who it is. Also, it says that Beyonce recently dropped two new country songs, Texas Hold'em and 16 Carriages, much to the astonishment of her fans and the music industry. Additionally, she made the bold announcement of releasing a complete country album on March 29th. Then, sudden departure from her usual style has sparked a heated debate about the boundaries of music genres and cultural influences. Like I said, she don't have to stay in the box. Why should Beyonce stay in the box? When, like I said, we are diversity of people. We created all this. We are the lifeline to everything that exists. And this is my first time reading this article, so I really didn't know who was John Snyder. But you are absolutely right, Diane. It says the former Dukes of Hazzard actor and country singer John Snyder was one of the vocal critics of Beyonce country music. He expressed his frustration with the entertainment industry for not preserving country music exclusively for conservatives, stating leftists are trying to take over everything. Oh my God. Oh my God. Now he said there and say lefties are trying to take over everything. Let's go in and let's talk about that right now. Didn't they take everything that even us, everything that was not even knelt down? These people went ahead and just overthrown the entire world of how they took everything. And they want to say we taking everything. No, we taking back what's rightfully ours. You are absolutely right, Diane. He just a hater and put no music out seeking attention media. That's all they doing. And if we continue sitting there falling for these lies, then we're going to believe, oh, he's right. Because like I said, when they say something, we take it as Bible. But this is just a hater. Everything that these people took down from our name, our culture, our religion. And just because Beyonce is trying to reclaim it back, that is in our DNA. What about all the stuff that they have taken? What did they come up with? Let's start thinking. What did they come up with? Tell me one thing. And the first thing they're going to say, oh, we don't have a culture. Black culture is very rich. Our culture is very rich. Like I said, everything came from out of us anyway. We are the mother of the creator, everything. And even according to science letting you know everything started in Africa. And like I said, when it comes to all these other different countries, man, the one named and claimed all these different countries. Because what did the Most High God say? He said he gave man dominion over the entire planet. So that means that we are everywhere. It's just that Africa was a tenth that belongs to him. And we came from that tribe. We came from Africa, only the descendants. We came from the chosen one, the remnant. But our people been all over here. All over here. That's why I said there and say, guys, we have to learn to start doing our research, because I even told you, I'm going to stop teaching. School is over. School is over. We out here still trying to teach, but you guys still dipping and dabbing in things of the world. It's time for you to start researching. Google has a very huge search engine. You don't even have to come outside anymore. Everything is at a press of a button, guys. Everything that you need to know is at a press of a button. So let me go in and continue reading. But all this right here, they know that daytime is almost up. They are about to be exposed. So quite obvious, they are going to come up with stuff like this. And also it says in an interview with the AON network, Snyder likened Beyonce action to a territorial dispute, saying Beyonce doing a country song is like a dog peeing on our tree. And then you're gonna get some of these silly sheep. Oh yeah, he right. Yeah, he right. And you got these other people, these palm people gonna keep pushing, putting gas to the fire. And before you know it, we don't even want to support Beyonce because Massa told us. Massa told us not to go ahead and support Beyonce. Also, it says right here, they got a mark, they got to make their mark like a dog at a dog walk park. Let me read this again. What the heck is he talking about? They got to make their mark like a dog at a dog walk park. Every dog has to mark every tree. So that's what going on here. The right wing actor told the outlet. Now, you know good and well that is so wrong. That is so wrong for him to say this, like we going around like a dog marking their territory. We don't have to go around marking our territory. You know who we were. You knew we was God and goddesses when you brought us down here to do your work. But like I said there and say, we don't have to keep arguing with these people because like nature is going to show who they are. Nature is going to show who they are. The sun is getting closer and closer, closer to the earth. Why is something that's supposed to sit there and radiate us and nurture us? It put boils and blisters on there. Make it make sense. So, like I said there and say, this is right here is what I call the year of completion, 2024. God is going to bring them to the open shame because enough is enough. I don't know about you, but enough is enough. And Diane says Beyonce is not bothered by these people, not at all, because she know who she is. She know who she is. But they trying to sit there and take pen and pencils and numbers and try to sit there and twist everything around. We already know that Beyonce, she's the superstar when it comes to entertainment. We already know. Look at what's this one that they trying to sit there and put on top of the pedestal? Swift, whatever her name. This girl sitting there, they putting on this pedestal, couldn't even dance. She was trying to drop it or whatever they call it, and she almost fell down in the chair. But that's the type of people we already know they do stuff like that. And when we gonna wake up and say enough is enough? When we gonna wake up and say enough is enough? Now this right here, guys, that was this is very bad for him to say that. But they hurt, they butt hurt a bunch of haters. Also, it says that the backlash against Beyonce new music extended to some country station that refused to play a song highlighting the divide and resistance within the country music community towards her unexpected genre shift. Oh, so if they don't want to play it, like I said there and said, we play our own music. They don't have to play it, but just take it back. Take it back, because this right here is what I call cultural appropriate. That's what it is. Culture vultures. And it's time for us to take everything back that rightfully belongs to us. And if we can sit there and we can find out that country music belongs to us, then take it back, which we can. They didn't come down here with banjo music. Our people did this, The controversy has also reignited decision about the origin of country music and the significant influence of African and African American music on its development. So, like I said, this right here is time for us to reclaim everything that's rightfully ours, and it's also time for our people to wake up, because as you can see right here, their days are numbered. Their days are numbered. Diane says Beyonce is not only a black woman sing country. K Michelle also, and K Michelle, she sings real good. I'm surprised K Michelle never put her music out, but I guess she allowed these people to sit there and distract her. And that's why they trying to do anything to sit there and demonize our music. Demonize our music. They want to sit there and put us in a box. Oh, you just get rap. You just get rap music. And they tried to take rap music from us, trying to say that Eminem, he's the GOAT of rap music. They don't want us to have nothing. But like I said, Whether you read or not, the kingdom of heaven suffer violence, and we got to take it by force. We can't just keep talking and talking and whining, because it ain't gonna mean nothing to them. Because do you think that these people wants to give up that comfortable life, the life that is rightfully ours? Guys, if we can get back everything that these kinkerworms, these palmer worms, and these locusts have taken from us, we will be sitting on top of the hills. Look at all these cotton companies. Look at all these different insurance, Wells Fargo. I mean, I was just going down the list reading all these companies that profit off of our ancestors. We run in for Tiffany, that make those bracelets. We want all these chains around our neck, not knowing back then they was making those chains as shackles and chains for slaves. Now we breaking our neck to sit there and put those type of chains around our neck. They owe us too. Look up Fendi and Versace, all these different designers, Louis Vuitton, all these different designers. Those patterns came out of Africa. And when I was trying to wake my silly sheeps up, trying to tell them, oh, where did you get that information? Show us the receipts. No, go and look for it yourself. It's out there. Go and look for it yourself. It is out there. But like I said there and said, guys, it's time for our people to wake up. Enough is enough. I don't know about you, but enough is enough. And I believe that this generation right here, this generation is not just going to just continue lying down. They're going to take back what's rightfully ours, and that's real talk. So let's go ahead and move on from Beyonce, guys, because I'm gonna go ahead and stay on just an hour. Again, thank you for coming on. Thank you, Diane Olson. Thank you, Starbucks. Thank you, guys, for coming on. Make sure you go ahead and hit like, comment, and share these videos for more unapologetic content. This right here is real talk. When you come in here, guys, I'm a truth teller. I can't tell you something that's going to make you feel good, okay? I can't. I got to stand on my truth. I got to stand on my truth, and we all have a right to agree to disagree. So let's go ahead and move on to Miss Leaks, Nene Leaks. Yes, I saw on TMZ where they were saying that she may not come back on the plantation. Yes, I said it right, on the plantation of Bravo. And when I saw that, I was kind of upset. But then I started realizing, start getting into the spirit and say it's time for us to start owning our own stuff. Stop trying to run on a plantation, making these people rich, because like I said, even though Bravo been out, the network been exists way before Nene, but nobody heard of Bravo. Nobody heard of Bravo until these African American, as they say, the colored girls came on Bravo and put it on the map. And they say, oh, well, they are not going to let Nene back because Nene sued them. But you got to look at it this way right there. Nene also sat there and put them on the map. Nene got not just only black people was watching Real Housewives of Atlanta, but white people all over the world. People was watching Real Housewives of Atlanta. Nene sat there and was the engine to that dying ship. Just say ouch, guys, because, I got to tell it like it is. I just can't sugarcoat. But Nene was the engine to that dying ship. And she felt like she was being used. Nene felt like she was being used. And the reason why Nene felt like she was being used, because she thought that these people was her friends. She thought that these people was her friends. Diane Olsen said, thank you. I predicate you to speak your mind, and truth is Black History Month. Yes, I said, it is true. But we only got a month. We should have the entire years. Because we built everything that exists, everything that's here with our blood, our sweat. I'm sitting there doing a research right now on the Suez Canal. how they built that Suez Canal, that was all a part of Africa. But they did that so they can sit there and plunder and take all these people's stuff, and then so they can run with this whitewash lie. Once they sat there and built that Suez Canal, they called it the Middle East. We thought that the Middle East, because was in the Bible days. No, the Middle East was in the 1900s. All that was part of North Africa. Do your research, guys. A lot of stuff that these people have told us was a lie. Why do you think that they want to take all our history books? They too embarrassed because they don't want the truth to come out. That's how they did back then in the ancient time. All the pyramids, all our history, everything. They sat there and they destroyed it because they did not want us to know who we are. And now that we figuring out, then they're trying to go ahead and they're trying to destroy that, burn all the books up, all our history books, make it make sense. And some of us, we got this European standard, what I call Negro peens. They allowed them to do it because long as they getting a little few crumbs here and there, they're okay with it. They're okay with it. Yeah, Master, go ahead. Go and destroy these books. We don't need to know. We don't need to know about what's behind us. We pressing for it. Pressing for it to what? To sit there and continue staying at the bottom? You are selling your birthrights. You are selling your birthrights. And I know everybody don't want to hear this kind of talk. And, we only want to hear if we tear down, each other. But don't talk about them. Don't talk about them. Don't you dare talk about them. Long as we tear down each other, running around channels, trying to sit there and tear each other up. Oh, they are happy. Long as we putting out this old silly music, got our silly sheeps on stage, sitting there acting a plumb fool. We are happy, not knowing that these people are paying these silly sheeps thousands of dollars, even millions. Giving these people a platform because they know when it comes to our people, what we do. We mimic. We just like children. We just like children. We mimic. We sponges all this stuff. Oh, we see Sukahana on the floor crawling like a dog. Oh, we want to crawl like a dog. We love it like that. We love it like that. But yet we keep wondering, when are we going to overcome? How you expect to overcome? When you don't know who you are, you don't want to wake up. You rather just continue wallowing in the mess like pigs, like dogs going back into his own vomit. So again, when I heard that, Nene might not be coming back, then I started realizing we got enough billionaires out there right now where we can build up everything that we need, our own network and everything. We don't need to continue going back to the plantation. I was listening to Roland Martin, where Roland Martin was talking about how they canceling a lot of black shows in Hollywood, which Steve Harvey talked about that as well. All the black sitcom shows on these networks, they canceling them. Because what they do is they will get our people to help them push up them ratings. And once we push up them ratings, then they're going to go ahead and cancel us. But why are you fighting to go to Hollywood, which Hollywood is not going to tell your story anyway? Hollywood is not going to tell your story. You ain't going to be nothing but mammy, maids, and thugs. That's it. When they ever sat there and put you on a pedestal, just gave one of them an Oscar after all those years, Angela Baskin. Angela Baskin should have been got an Oscar. She should have gotten an Oscar when she did Tina Turner at Night movie. Make it make sense, guys. Stop crying to be in the house or sitting at the feet of these people while they throwing you a few crumbs in there. Stop wanting to go into their house when you can own the entire house, because the Bible tells us the earth is the Lord's and the fullness thereof. It all belongs to us. We sitting there saying, this Bible, God shall overcome. You don't. You want to sit there and you want to open it, but you really don't want nobody to rightfully divide the truth to you. You want to continue being stuck in these lies. Like I said, nobody got time to continue tickling nobody's ears. We got people right now that they ready to push this baby out, but you are constantly stagnating us. So I be saying, God, don't hold us for these people. If they don't want to go, let them stay where they are. Let them stay where they are. But it's time for us to stop crying and whining over these people's stuff. And so in a minute we start building, we want to tear down. Look how we doing call us king and all this other stuff. Even, he got to do a little better too. You got to realize which hat you are wearing. If you wearing the boss hat, wear the boss hat. If you wearing the executive hat, or you wearing you want to be a castmate, then wear that hat. But you got to know how to separate it. You got to know how to separate it. Diane says Oprah should not made reruns of Color Purple with new casts like original ones. Absolutely. Because, like I said, I really like the original, even though I liked it that one too. But I don't want to see no type of shows like that no more. I don't want to see no type of shows like that. I'm ready to see how our people was kings and queens, was God and goddesses. I want to see how our people, how we originated, how we had empires, how we had everything set in place. That's what I want to talk about. I want to talk about how they took right here in the United States, how they sat there and they tore down all our pyramids and covered them up. How our people was already here. I want to talk about that. I don't want to see no more Oprah movies anymore, because Oprah movies is still keeping us in chains and bondage, and the black man is abusive. I don't want to see that no more. I want to see where the black man was God. The black man was sitting on his throne. He was ruling. That's what I want to see now. I want to see some movies with King Musa. King Musa, how he used to go and all around and trade with people, bringing them gold and oil. And these kinkerworms sat there, got so greedy where they wanted to sit there and tear King Musa down. Guys, he that have an ear, let him hear what the Spirit of the Lord is saying. This is real. This is real. So I don't know if I'm going to watch Real Housewives of Atlanta. And even if I do, I ain't gonna do nothing but tear it down. Because like I said, we got so much stuff that is going on out there in this world anyway, to be distracted by this foolish stuff. But if I was Portia, if I would have sat there and negotiated with Bravo, this is what I would have told them. Nene, at the time when I was out the door, when Kenya Moore sitting there was, coming after me, Nene and Fader is the cost that, I'm still here today, because y'all counted me out. So in my contract, if Nene don't come, I don't want to be a part of it. That's what iron sharpen iron is. And if Portia said that, and if they didn't want to bring Nene back, then Portia would say, well, I'm out. That's what I would have said. I'm out. Because they owe Nene. Yes, they owe Nene. Nene built that dying ship. And that's real talk. Starbucks lover said, come on, Bush babies. Please hit the like button. 11 watching and only 5 likes. We can do better. You know you're going to find something like that, because their ears are bleeding. Some people, like I said, they're not used to this talking. They used to people sitting there telling them a lie. Come out of that, guys. Don't tell me a lie. Tell me the truth. Tell me the truth. Because that's how I learn. I learn when you tell me the truth. And that's real talk, guys. But we got to stop it. We got to wake up and know who we are. Stop being so jealous. Jealousy is crueler than the grave. Jealousy will keep their eyes on their prey until they take them out. And they taught us how to tear down each other. And that generation of curse, that generation, we got to shake those grave clothes off and come out of her, because we are God and goddesses. We are the head and not the tail. We are above and not beneath. We own the cattle on top of the hills. Without us, nothing will exist. But yet he's trying to tell us we trying to pee on everything like a dog in heat, a dog trying to gain this territory. No, we trying to get back what's rightfully ours. And sometimes I be thinking, I say, maybe that's why we haven't gotten our reparation yet. And the reason why, because like I said, God can allow us to have the reparation right now, because where no man can close that door. But why we don't have our reparation? Why everybody get paid for all the stuff that had happened to them and still to this day except us? And we've been through the most, and everything that had happened to us happened right on American soil. We paying people that it never even happened on American soil. But why we can't get reparation? I asked God, and when I ask God, when I go to the throne and ask him, he always gives me an answer. And the reason why we don't have our reparation, because we don't know who we are. We don't know who we are until we wake up out of these stinking mindset and shake these chains off of us. Then we're going to be able to receive everything the cankerworms, the palmer worms, the locusts, the caterpillars has taken from us, because that's all they are. But next time we have to love these people from a distance, because the minute when they come on, they cause havoc. And that's real talk. See, I don't like that type of talking, but the only thing that you can say is ouch, because I can't sugarcoat it, guys. Diane says, don't watch trash shows like Atlanta Housewives, Basketball Wives, fights, and everything goes on. That's it. All that right there is a distraction. All these reality shows, they taking all the sitcoms and all the good movies, they taking them all and they giving us reality shows. Why? Because see, they know that's where our people are. Why you think I sit there and talk about one reality show or maybe two? Because this is where our people are. Our people smack dab in the middle of these reality shows. And the thing about it is that we think it that these people are living that life. These people are about that life. These people are not about their life. These people are robbing Peter to pay Paul, just like everybody else. The only difference is that they on TV. The only difference is that they on TV. Make it make sense, guys. When we're going to wake up? Long as we continue staying asleep, these people going to continue plotting and overtime, working overtime on us and telling us what we are not. But devil, you is a liar, and the truth is not in you. And that's real talk. That's real talk. So now you see why I don't have a lot of clicks. Why you see why people don't like me. My channel, I've been here almost 2 years now, going on 2 years, and should be farther than what it is today. But nobody is not going to support the truth. Let me start tearing down and keeping you on a plantation. I promise you, right now, I probably be having a silver plat on the wall. And the only reason why I don't have it, because our people is still stuck in what I call a place of Lodabar. You can't get no lower than that. That is a sunken place. And that's where our people at. And that's why they can continue working overtime on us. Because like I say, they know who we are, but we don't. We don't know who we are. We like walking zombies, sleepyheads, still asleep. Still asleep. And that's why they can continue treating us like children. They can continue treating us like children until we say enough is enough. God, it can't get no real than this. Can't get no real than this. So my advice to Nene, don't cry over these people spilled milk, because without you, none of it will exist. But when we going to stop allowing these people to keep walking over us, just like our president of the United States, Biden. What Biden said, the blacks always have my back. Yeah, we got your back, but you ain't got our back. We always allow people to ride off our back. We are the most forgiving people when it comes to them. But we don't forgive each other. We will rip each other apart. We will rip each other apart. But let it be them. Yes, massa. You can take my neck and you can put your foot on that as well. You'll hand it over to a silver platter. That's sick. Diane say people don't want to hear truth. Your channel is realist. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because when I come on here, I'm going to say what thus says the Lord. I'm gonna stand on my truth. If it's an apple, I'm gonna call it an apple. But I can't sit there and tell you something that's going to tickle your ears. It's time to wake our people up and come out of her. Come out of her. So let's go ahead and move on, because like I said, I don't know if I'm gonna go ahead and do commentary on Real Housewives of Atlanta, because like I said, it's like going back into the slaughterhouse. We are sick and tired of our people being ripped apart by these vicious, greedy vultures. And soon the minute they get through doing whatever they want to do to us, they chew us up and they spit us out. And we still begging, Massa, let me back in. Let me back in, Massa. It's a cheap trick. And Nene is very talented. Nene is very entertaining. And when Nene left, those ratings went down. They went down. And when it comes to Portia, I don't know what made Portia wanting to bring that relationship, that marriage on that show to be picked apart. I don't know who told her that. The only way that I would have went back if I had my own friends. My own friends that's used to that type of setting. I'm not talking about Shamil and whoever she friends with. I'm talking about like a Nene Leakes and a Phaedra Parks and, Kim Zolciak, strong people. That's the only way that I would have came back. But I would never went into the lion's den with new people I do not know. And Kenya Moore is going to be the center of everything, like a vicious wolf ready to chew them up and spit them out. And that's real talk. So guys, let's go ahead and move on, because I'm only going to be on an hour. And after that, I'm going to go ahead and close it down. Again, thank you, Diane, for coming in. I like when people interact with me, comment, say whatever you want to say. As long as you don't talk about me, I ain't got my life on display, and like I say, these people get paid. These people get paid thousands and thousands of dollars to put their personal life on them. And like I said, then say I'd rather talk about them than sometimes talk about our own problems, But don't keep it, this is not personal to me, as long as you keep it respectful. And that's how I look at it. So let's go ahead and move on to Martell Holt. Guys, come on now, make it make sense. I saw Martell, he's going to be a part of this empowerment. It's called, I don't know what it's called, but it's epitome something of women empowerment, and he's going to be a part of it. When I saw that, I said, my God, Martell, how many times you going to continue to keep going into the fire pain? And that's all it is, just going into the fire and pain. Don't you have enough of how they was using you when you was on Love and Marriage in Huntsville? These people sitting there, got you, in a bad spot, thinking that you acting all the while, they are sitting there making you look like a fool. I don't see nothing. Just let me know, guys. Like I said, I don't have all the answers as well. But I don't see the purpose of Martell even going into a women's empowerment event. I don't see him being a part of that. Why? What will it serve him? Knowing that these women, most of them is trauma bonding women anyway. Half of them probably don't, going through hell with their husband, boyfriends, or maybe don't have nothing. And you know how it is when it comes to this Me Too movement. It's like the man is counted like a sheep for the slaughter, hunted down. So why would he go and put himself into the firing pain? Make it make sense. I just when I saw that, I just don't see how it's going to benefit him, because we already know, every time when he tried to come out on his own to clean up his image, it always backfire on him. Always backfire on him. So, I know that Martell say, I'm just trying to take any platform, so I can sit there and speak for myself. And, maybe if I continue speaking and people see me, then they might like me. No, they're not going to like you, Martell. These people minds already set up. It's already made up. So you don't even have to convince these people to like you. When the entire world hate you, God is going to lift you up. Let go and let God. Stop trying to take matters on your hands. Stop trying to take matters on your hands. And that's what I would tell him. I don't know who is his advisor, that told him, that was a good idea. Whoever that was, Martell, I think you need to just go ahead and just fire that person, because I don't see, how that is going to, change these naysayers, and these angry, trauma bonded women mind. It's not, because they're going to take that and they just going to go ahead and twist it. So, sometimes it's just best to just let go and let God, just leave it alone. Sometimes when you leave things alone, then God can go ahead and work it out. But I understand, he most likely he figured, that people need to hear his side. And he wondering why nobody is opening doors for him, and why people hate him so much. I be asking the same question, why people hate Martell so much. Martell is not the first. Martell will not be the last. Martell is not the only man that have cheated over their wife. And like I said, I say it all the time. It takes two. It takes two to tear down the house. We looking from the outside in. We don't know what's going on in these people's house. But I just hope that, Martell would just let go and let God, and maybe the people that invited him, they might not watch these reality shows. And if they watch it, they're not so invested the way that, certain people are invested, on these YouTube. I don't know. But to me, if I do go in there, man, I will have a very, very tight security, a very tight security, because these people, they are very vicious. If they can go around and stalk your house, your business, and go on Google and try to report your business page and flood it, I would never want to have no event with just women. You don't know what could happen. Look what they did. Dr. Umar Johnson, how some woman ran up stage saying that, Dr. Martin Luther King, I was about to say, Dr. Umar Johnson, she was going with him, which we know this woman looked like she had some type of mental problems. And I'm not a psychiatrist, but, you could see that. But you don't know what is on these people's mind. Like I said, only thing that I can do is just pray for Martell, because I wouldn't have never went and put myself in that predicament, a women's. Now I would see, if a man, if they had like a men event, for all the men to come together and they talk, but no way in the world, I would go and be a part of that, because I don't know where these people minds at. These people are crazy. They are insane. They take these reality shows they take it so personal. So I don't know who, you know, run up to me and what they would do, especially how they hate Martell, because we already know, the things that they are doing now. This man cannot take a break. This man cannot get a break. This man showing you all types of receipts. You guys, because you're so worldly. You guys are so worldly out there. Show me the receipts. He showed you the receipts. And the thing about it, cameras does not lie. Pictures tells 1,000 words. But you guys still sitting there wanting more and more and more and still crucifying this man. This man, to what we have seen, this man was being abused as well. So what person that is being abused and going to stay in that mess? Tell me what person gonna do that? We got Melody. What Melody did? Melody sat there and she tried to set the entire house on fire, had gas fluid, whatever you call that, and fire, a torch, and wanted to set the entire house on fire. But nobody talked about nothing like that. You still glorifying her. You still lifting her up. You still worshiping her. But when it comes to Martell, what we say, crucify him, crucify him. But nowhere in the world I would have been a part of this women event knowing that my head is already on a silver platter handed over to Babylon. These people don't like Martell. They don't like Martell. And the thing about it is, half of these people don't even know Martell. They're going after a reality show. Make it make sense, guys. Like I said, we live in a sick world. This is some sick people. Ain't nowhere in the world I could be a part of that mess. They couldn't pay me to be a part of that mess. They couldn't pay me to be a part of that mess. So only thing that I can say, guys, just continue praying for Martell, continue praying for his family, even continue praying for Melody, because somebody just got to draw a line and say enough is enough. Enough is enough. And if I was Martell, what I would do, instead of going to different events, especially women events, you know, I would I would just give myself a break from it all. I will focus on my children and focus on outside business that does not have to deal with, the public, especially when it comes to these reality shows. That's what I would do. So guys, let me know what your thoughts about it. This is real talk. Can't get no real than this. I can't come on, and tell you what you want to hear. Because like I said there and say, when I come on, I try to use my platform to uplift and not continue tearing down. If I tear down, I'm going to build it back up. And that's real talk. So I got 2 more minutes, guys. Let me know how you feel. Leave a comment. I might come on tonight. It all depends how I feel. But I had a long weekend. We've been gone for 2 whole days. And I might come on tonight at 6 o'clock. And if I do come on, like I might just do a Q&A and, some friends, and we can just talk, whatever you guys want to go ahead and talk about, feel free. But long as we keep it respectful, that's exactly how I look at it. So again, guys, welcome to Real Talk with your girl, Lady D, unapologetic and non-biased. But this right here, this is the year for our people. Either you're going to swim or you're going to sink, but we can't just continue sitting there, pulling people that don't want to be a part of it. Some of us, especially when it comes to our people, some of us is not going to make it. So we just going to have to leave them where they are. But they cannot get mad when we start learning it and discovering it and showing our people, that most of all the stuff that we was taught, it was a lie. It was a lie. And I don't know about you, would you allow people to come and enjoy your birthrights, your inheritance? Who would do that? You wouldn't let nobody come in when, if your family left you a will and you got somebody else, some joker that you don't know is living in the house that was willed to you, the property that was willed to you, enjoying the money, and all the luxury that was willed to you, and you sitting there and you robbing Peter to pay Paul, or you sitting there living like the Waltons and they living like the Joneses, would you let these people continue robbing you like that? No. No, you're going to take back what's rightfully belongs to you. And that's real talk. And that's all it is. So this is exactly what we're doing right now. We're restoring back everything that was taken from us plus more. And that's real talk. So thank you again, Diane. Thank you for coming on. And thank you, Starbucks. Thank you for coming on. And she absolutely right. People don't want to hear truth. Your channel is realist. So guys, on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and close it down. I've been for an hour, and it is what it is. It's real talk. Diane say teach, educate us, and you are doing very good job. Real talk. You made my day. Girl, thank you very much. God is good, girl. God is good. All we have to do is just, call it like it is and realize that not everybody, wants to hear the truth. But long as it's one or two that's in the mix, I know that, God will be glorified. So guys, on that note, you all enjoy the rest of your day, and I might come on and talk to you tonight. So in that time, guys, you all have a blessed day.